It's Thursday. It was results day. Hope you all did well. Yeah, for the UK viewers, it was A-level results day today, so my daughter got mine. So hopefully you guys did alright, and even if you didn't, don't panic. There's lots of different options. I got one GCSE. I didn't even get A-levels. They wouldn't even let me do A-levels when I was 16. They said I had to do another year of retakes, and I was like, ooh, don't like school now. So I ended up doing some sort of little college course and then got a job in IT and blah, blah, blah. And so it all works out. Got family, healthy-ish, beer gut, play with cars. You know, so it all does well. So don't panic if you didn't get your results you want and you're then all of a sudden not going to university. As I said, I didn't even make it to A-levels. So, yeah, you know, it's a bit tough, but just hang in there. It'll all be fine. So, yeah, be good. Okay, so what we're doing today, we're going to carry on doing the welding like we did. We welded down the other side last time, finished off all the little bits. Going to do the same again. Passenger side, and see how we get on. Might take a couple of episodes to finish it. I've got a slight mistake I need to sort out down the bottom rear quarter panel, which we might cover in the next episode. But yeah, let's do the front and the A panels hopefully, and see how we get on. Okay, first thing we're going to finish off is just this little gutter strip. Definitely not as bad or as much work needed as the other side. Don't know what my G10 compound's there for. Ain't going to be polishing this car anytime soon. So yeah, let's get that finished off. Just check to see if we need any more welds inside. But yeah, clean it all off and get it ready. Just a couple of little snippets in there, little triangular pieces will be good. Lots of misty rain. So yeah, just cut a little bit of around a little bit around into a little wedge shape. Weld that in there, we'll cut it off. We'll see. The other two might just fill up with weld anyway, they're quite small. We'll see. But let's get that welded on. I've always think there's something wrong with my gas bulb because it's now run out of gas. And okay, I welded the race car up and a bit of this, but it shouldn't have gone that quick. I've been making sure it's been shutting off all night every time. I really have, making sure it's tight, but whatever the reason, I bloody run out of gas. You know, you take your guess that obviously BOC have obviously filled it up correctly and give me the maximum amount. But you never know, do you? I'll check the gauge, but obviously it's cheapy old regulator, so you don't know. The needle moves to show you that it's got gas in it, which is great. Anyway, so that's put a poo-poo to welding. Someone's just moving their car right outside my house though, so I might go move my car. So we can either go get some more gas, which is pissing down rain, and I'm going to take the kid out for lunch anyway, or we could do some mechanical stuff and do some part stripping, which we're going to need to get ready for the shot blaster. So yeah, let's crack on and take some things to bits. Sorry, no welding guys. Okay, first thing is to go through this box of parts and sort out what's going to be shot blasted, what's to dump, and go from there. And then we can work on maybe the rear radius arms that need to be stripped down and blasted. I think it's worth just taking them all to bits as much as we can, check them, see what the hubs and brakes are like before we go too far. Okay, just strip the knuckle joints off the cones. Might as well get the cones shot blasted. Got the lower arms, tie bars all stripped down. Got one shock mount, not sure where the other shock mount is. I have to watch the videos and try and figure out where I'll put it. So yeah, just debating whether to leave the pin on or not, just for the shot blasting, just because then, you know, it doesn't, you know, I'm thinking don't really want to shot blast too much inside, but I'm sure they're fairly good guys and you know what they're doing. Should just put new pins on anyway, as soon as out. You know, it all looks like fresh grease. It looks like someone's rebuilt it at some point, but it's never got back on the road. But I'll say the top arm, these bush bearings and stuff aren't bad price, but the quality you sometimes get off some of these spares, you know, even brand new ones, you know, the quality is absolutely awful. But as long as they fit, it's not so bad. You know, these cars aren't going to do millions of miles, that's for sure. It's when you buy the quality stuff and it doesn't even fit. Anyway, so yeah, let's just strip it all out, the pins out, leave the bearings in. That will help protect the seat where the bearing is. We can then put new bearings in later and crack on from there. So off is a bit dark, so yeah, stripping this arm, top arm down. You can see that the bush from the shock absorber is still on there, rusted on. We might be able to get some grips on it and turn it. We can try. Otherwise, what I'm going to do is just grind along it softly, so it splits it, and then it can come off. As you can see, hopefully, you can see I've just ground through it, and now it's sort of cracked apart slightly. So I'm hoping that's enough to loosen it off. We'll get some mole grips on it. Oh, let's just do it now, eh? I haven't got right to the corner back edge, but I'm hoping it's good enough. Oh, it's breaking apart anyway. Because they're made from split anyway, if you see what I mean. You know, they're rolled. So that's rolling, rolling. There you go, see it's loose now. Just need to try and wiggle its way off. There you go. Extreme real-time mechanics. There you go. Boom. And hopefully I haven't damaged it. And we'll just try and get this washer off, and then that's ready for shot blasting too. Okay, last job we got is a stuck in bottom arm with pin, so the bumper's just buggered. So technically it shouldn't be welded or rusted together. It's just where the bushes have just gone solid and just won't move. So we're going to try with the hitting technique first. If that don't work, we could try the heat method or drilling method of drilling the bushes out. But we'll go with the smack it first. Try and find a nut to go on the end so we can try and smack it. Okay, bashing technique didn't work. Went with the drill technique. You can see where I ran the drill down, when it drills basically the rubber out, you know, and just takes its sort of grip off it. So yeah, does the job. That's not too bad. So that can be shot blasted. May reuse these pins, you can buy them anyway, they're not the end of the world. But what I'll do is I'll just grind this off like I did exactly the same. This is the bush that went inside the rubber. So we grind that off again and yeah, get the thing shot blasted. Whether we use them or not, another question, but they're there if we need them. Okay, that's most of the front bits done. Front suspension area. Don't need, that's it, that's that. So yeah, can't find my other shock absorber mounts. If someone could watch some of my old videos and tell me if I took it off and where did I put it, that'd be a great help. So yeah, next time, hopefully maybe get some gas. If not, we'll crack on and do all the rear subframe bits. Oh no, we still need to do I still need to do the drums. Looks like the knuckle joint is actually still loose, so someone's done that. Not even a split pin in it, so yeah. So yeah, because we might as well get the back plate shot blasted, the hub shot blasted, do you think? Steering arm, bits like that. Don't think it's worth getting the drive shaft shot blasted, but just get a hammer right on them. But anyway, till next time, people don't have to park outside my house. Till next time, yeah, crack on and good luck. What's for tea? Chinese takeaway.